Hi Brian, this is Fancy and I'm looking at your written objectives. You want to achieve the Gestalt principle of continuation, here you refer to it as continuity, to unify both the front and back of the picnic blanket. Also, your second objective is to achieve Itten's fire and water instead of points of emphasis. And these aren't mutually exclusive. You can use points of emphasis and still have the presence of Itten's fire and water. So you don't have to worry about that. And then you mentioned you're not a design student and you won't be going through portfolio review. So does it really matter that you didn't achieve it the first time around? It doesn't matter in terms of your final project, just your final portfolio pieces. You're having trouble thinking of how to actually present the piece. People have been holding it up. So people have been, or students have been enlisting people to help hold up the projects if they needed to be held up for presentation. And you said you will continue focusing on making more water for both the second half of the front blanket and back. And then here, off to the side, you have make water more effective with pools instead of gradation. And more effective water continued from the front. So, let's just start with the first things first. It looks like you are using this module. Sometimes you're not consistent. You kind of have the module used in different ways in a few other places. And I'm not sure that this is purposeful. I can't tell whether it is or not. And the same for the front side. For example, look at this big polygon here that you created, and then this one here. So as far as I can tell, the module isn't being used consistently. Make water more effective with pools instead of gradation. So your palette, I don't think I see your palette here. I mean, it looks like a chroma bridge, and to do something different, you would want to use an extended chroma bridge. That means you take the darker valued color from your perceptual opposites and you extend it into shades, and you take the lighter, usually the after image, and you extend it into tints. And so that will expand the chroma bridge. Also, you will want to, so obviously this, I think this is where you're trying to make the water here and the water here. You do, I mean, placing the perceptual opposites next to each other will make fire, but not necessarily the way that you have it here, which is just high contrast areas of the module. So this isn't necessarily giving you the fire effect, and even if it were, it would be a lot of it. As we learned in our previous assignment, to achieve fire and water, you have tiny, not tiny, but small areas of fire surrounded by large areas of water. And right now, this is kind of half and half, and this isn't water here. You want to work more in the chromatic grays, which would be more of this and not this. And in the back side, you have a lot of this and much less water.